Cheers to you, boo.
Cheers to us.
So first off, it's week 2. I'm Jazmine Orr.
And I'm Charles Orr.
And this is either Orr Unfiltered. It's finna be real. It's finna be raw. And we about to have a time tonight just like we did last week. That was a lot of fun.
We hope.
We loved it. So we're about to jump into the questions. We ain't gonna hold y'all. But let's jump right into it. Okay, so we get these questions from our producer.
Right.
And it just comes like really close to the episode, so we haven't been able to review it. Okay, so first question is, do you think entrepreneurship brings couples closer or slowly pulls them apart? What do you think about that?
What do I think? Entrepreneurship. I would say either or. No. More than likely, I would probably say it can pull couples apart.
Okay.
Only because it's like added stress and pressure. And a lot of the times, if you haven't been an entrepreneur before, you think you know what it's like being an entrepreneur or starting a business.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of unforeseen, issues that can arise. It's some stress and some, I don't know, just like crazy days that can come where you just really ain't feeling it. And when you're doing it with your partner, it adds stress to the relationship.
I think that depending on the stage that you're in your relationship, that it'll slowly pull you apart.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think that in the beginning, when we didn't really have the boundaries and all the things, I think that we were on a high from the business, so it felt like it was bringing us together, but it was pulling us apart because some things were unsettled in terms of how we were dealing with each other.
That's true. Okay.
So I think that if you're not in a good space,
definitely don't go into business together.
Yeah, I think it's going to pull you apart.
Yeah. Yeah, personally.
Okay. We good on that one?
I say we good.
All right. With everything getting more expensive, how do you choose between chasing money and protecting the marriage? Chasing money. So right now, the climate, the economy, things are crazy, and you need money. You got to pay the bills.
Okay, so yeah. So that's also to entrepreneurship. I definitely say that's kind of one of the stresses, like, is you got to recognize and be ready for the challenge of going to get your money. Like, this ain't it's just going to come, it's going to happen, somebody's going to cut you a check. Like, you're going to have to put in the work. And if you ain't putting in the work or you're not pivoting and it's not working, then money is definitely going to slow down, and it is going to add some more stress. How do you deal with it without it? How do you balance it, right?
How do you choose between chasing money or putting the priority on the marriage?
I would definitely say communicate with your partner, and when money gets tight and you guys got to continue to chase or feel like you got to continue that chase, then you guys need to be locked in as a team and understanding that this is what we got to do to provide for our family. So we can't be homeless and stop chasing the money. So we just got to work together. But what
would you say is going to be your priority in that? Like, if you got to prioritize, do you think that it's important to prioritize the marriage? Because that's the route I think,
yeah. I would say always prioritize the marriage, period, regardless of what you're doing. But sometimes, what does that really mean? Like,
I guess that means
do the business.
No.
And just focus on loving and being upon each other? Or like, what do we mean when we saying prioritize as far as stopping?
I think
chase for money.
I'm agreeing with you, but I
don't like chasing for money. I say
I wouldn't use that term either.
Yeah.
I would never say chasing the money. I think that this is our job. So we're going after clientele. We showing up. We doing the things that we need to do. So Bree said, hold on, because I want to check into the chat.
Okay.
But he don't want to be happily married in a box. Facts.
Yeah.
I don't want to be happily married in a box. I think more than anything that you got to pursue your business, but at the same time, it might not be the factor of doing quality time together. We might not have date nights. We might have to, like, date nights might look like us being in the store together, shopping for supplies together.
Right.
Going over and not even a real date night, obviously, right? Like, just making sure that we're enjoying that time that we spending together and knowing that we together doing it and understanding the season that we in. When we in grind mode, we can't be in lovey-dovey, want to be all up under each other mode. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, you just got to find the balance in your life as well as your marriage of...
Yeah. Crystal said it's a balance.
Yeah, it's always going to be a balance. But we also got to have the reverse, too. You can't be too caught up in making money or working the business that you forget to have quality time with your partner, too, as well. Because
yeah, I agree.
Anybody that know my wife, she is a
what?
workaholic. So sometimes I'll be like, hey,
I'm not a workaholic.
I want a little bit of attention myself. Like, can you talk to me like that? Like you talk to your clients and everybody? Can you give me your undivided attention, ma'am? No,
send this money for this invoice. That's how I talk to my clients. Send the money for the invoice. No, I think more than anything that it's a balance. Yeah, it's a balance. It's a balance. Yeah. So we'll leave that there.
Yeah.
Does social media make marriage harder or easier when both of you are visible and successful? So first off, both of us are not visible. I'm visible. It's my job to make sure he is not hidden. So I actually, for the business, I don't like it. For the marriage, I do.
For the business, you don't
like it. And I'm about to actually go in on this. I'm going to tell you why.
For the business, you don't like it?
I don't like it because I want more help. I want more support.
So you want me to do more content?
I want you to do more content. Obviously, putting that weight on one person.
But I think everybody likes seeing you, though.
No, they don't.
I don't think they really care to see me. They see
I'm done. I'm not even going to feed into him right now because he's actually trying to play. We've had this discussion too much, and I crash out every single time when he does this. So I'm not going to do it today. But I'll say this.
Tell me.
I like that he is not a social media guy because I don't like the husbands on social media.
Yeah, you do. Well,
I don't.
You like a certain
so let me just say this, and I'm going to go personal with it. You double tapping, you liking and you hearting, and you...
Oh, yeah. No, that's good. I think you meant content-wise.
But I'm saying, I feel like I've seen men that are in business, and that's why I said this is a personal feeling. It's not like you're doing this to clients. So I do want to create a segue. Bree said, we want trade. I do feel like the men on social media are a bit more social than I like to see. It's not for me.
Yes.
So I do like that he is more low-key on social media. I want him to get more engaged and all those things. But I think when you're visible, you can sometimes invite unnecessary drama in.
Yeah, I can agree to that. But I
that's how I feel.
I'm getting to a place where I do recognize that people do want to kind of hear both of us and want to see a little bit more of myself when it comes to business or even just my thought. This is also a reason why we decided to do this, so that way it's either or and not Mrs. Orr, but also Mr. Orr.
Because baby, I'm tired.
Too as well. But yeah, I don't think I would get to a place where I want to constantly just be... I mean, I'd be on there just scrolling, looking at stuff for like business or dressing wise or whatever the case is. But no, I can see if a guy is all into social media, you can pick up some bad habits.
Yeah, and that makes it harder.
To wonder.
But I think the teamwork essence of social media and us helping each other
correct. That's what I
do content would make it easier. That would make, I guess, the business easier, in my opinion. Nadia said, we do want to see both of you. I agree. I think you need a male perspective, especially if we're talking about being a husband and wife team. I think that it's important that you get the other perspective of it.
You get the husband. That's what she's saying. Me.
And the fact, last week he talked about not being seen as the help. How do they know that if he doesn't give himself visibility? I don't know. That's on you. So if you don't want people thinking that you just work here, You're going to have to step up,
huh? I need to have a voice.
Sure do.
I got you.
Sure do.
I'll work on my voice, y'all, for 2026.
Please do.
My content.
Okay, question 4. When one partner is outside more for work opportunities, how do you keep the resentment from building? I am the outside one. Do you feel a way when I'm outside a lot, networking with friends that I've met as a businesswoman? How do you feel about that?
Sometimes I feel like that can be an excuse. Oh, I'm out here networking and just over there chit-chatting and having a good old time.
Chit-chatting.
But, no. So when it comes
to
business-wise, no, I don't have a problem with you networking and meeting people. Just like I know you don't have a problem when I network and try to meet people and help us build or foster relationships with other people too as well. But we just got to make sure that, once again, you still have that balance of not constantly working.
Because he'll check
on the business.
He'll tell me, like, you're doing too much. I want to see you more. I want to...
Yeah, you still got to prioritize the marriage. You still got to prioritize the relationship, your partner, me in particularly.
Yeah.
That you got to...
I appreciate that you're vocal.
We kick it, so.
I appreciate more than anything that you're vocal about it, because I will say that because I enjoy being social, and he does too.
Yeah.
The issue is that there are not a lot of either other couples in business that we do a lot of networking or socializing with outside, or they're not co-ed events. I feel like women do a lot more, so it puts the pressure on me to be out more, whether I'm supporting, networking, or whatever that's going to look like.
Right.
He doesn't have those same opportunities, so I do try to be conscious and like limited, and I think sometimes I forget that, so I often have to reel myself back in and say, okay, I've been out enough. I need to do stuff not only with my husband, but I'm a mother also, so I gotta be here with my kid.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she need to get on that. So yeah, so.
But I do. I mean, I can see how one person could feel away though, if somebody is, I guess, more social, more interactive, going places, seem like they enjoying that kind of part of life, and the other person is sitting around. But you do have to speak up. So, men, if you are in a relationship and you feel like your partner is doing more, being out more, being more active, socializing more, whether it's business, personal, whatever the case may be, you got to speak up. You got to speak up and let your woman know how you feel. And you got to be willing to come up with some type of solution. Don't try to scale her back and make her feel like she shouldn't be doing some of these things, unless it's like some things that she really should be doing. But if it's nothing like that, and your partner's just really out there just trying to grow and just being ambitious and just, wanting to be active, I definitely think we as men, because we don't have a lot of those spaces, and a lot of time men don't take the time to socialize and network.
Yeah.
We tend to be more homebodies. We tend to just be to ourselves, or maybe talk, or...
And it comes off like you're not being supportive. It comes off, honestly, like you're a hater.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we got to get with the times. I mean, life is moving on, and, people want to enjoy life. So.
Yeah, they do. So
got to get outside, fellas. With your woman.
With your woman. Okay, 5. Are couples expecting too much emotional support from one person while trying to build wealth together? Are couples expecting too much emotional support from one person while trying to build wealth together? I think some of the couples that we've seen have.
Yeah. I think a lot of the times, I would say, they're not voicing their emotion. They just kind of have that expectation, or they want something, but they're not really saying it to the partner.
Yeah.
But I think if you guys are building together, you guys both should be willing to support each other, because you should know what's going on in the business, I feel.
I think, again, this kind of becomes a man thing.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Everything goes back to the men.
The men need a lot of emotional support, because they're Men are not pouring into themselves. They don't have those space. You said all the things. So don't try to backtrack now.
I didn't say emotional. Okay.
That's what the question is.
No. I'm saying what I was talking about
emotional
before.
support from one person. I feel like the men are wanting
to
support.
What do you mean from one person?
In a couple, their partners is one person expecting more for the other person from the other person. Yes, they are, and it's the men. It is. Okay,
fellas.
It's
sorry. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, y'all do.
Sometimes. And the women do it as well.
Said, clock it.
The only difference is the women would speak on it a little bit more than the men. But the women do have outlets.
That's nobody's problem.
No, yeah, you're right about that. And the women do have outlets, and this is why I've been trying to encourage men. This is why I personally have tried to foster little groups and relationship with men to be able to socialize and get out, because I do think it's a lot of pressure
on the woman.
Yeah, it's a lot to put all of your emotional support on your woman, because they have their own thing that they have to deal with. They have their own emotions that they have to go through. And
you need
just
your own
solely,
community.
relying on your partner to be there.
So to that point, and we went through this.
Yeah.
I can't, yes. Look, he was like, what?
Hey, what?
Hold on,
go ahead, tell me.
So no, remember when you and I had the conversation and we were talking, I was telling you, you have tried to create these spaces. Let me say that. It's not a lack of you trying. It's just the support is not there to be reciprocated, even when you keep hitting the head.
Right.
So it puts me in a position to have to be your all. I got to be your business
You
partner.
don't have to be mine.
But that's how I felt, and I communicated that.
Okay.
I did, because I felt like I got to be your wife. I got to be your business partner, and I have to be your friend. These are all things that I will gladly do. But how many dynamics do you have? Although the husband and wife dynamic is the most sacred and all of those things, and you should be willing to share multiple roles with that person. But when you have to be all of those things all of the time and there is no outlet, it puts a lot of pressure on you. And I was like, look, you're mad at me because I'm being social, I'm going here, I'm talking about these things with these people. But
I'm mad at you because you look like you over there having a lot of fun, and I'm over here struggling, trying to figure my life out. No. But no, honestly, that's kind of a little bit how I felt, and I did have to recognize.
Oh my God.
Now that you were walking down memory lane a little bit, I would agree. There was a point where I looked to you to solve an issue that I personally was going through.
Yes.
And I did have to recognize that that's not solely up to you, or that's not solely your responsibility to do. It's on me to actually do the work.
Right.
If I want to see change, then I have to be willing to put forth some action into making that change. And also I had to look down kind of internally and figure out what was really going on with me and why I felt like I was struggling, or why I wasn't able to find some type of enjoyment in times. And I think for me, it was just kind of realizing like, hey, this is on you. Like you can't just solely think that your wife is going to be there to always, or to be the only support. Not even really just being a support.
Yeah, I'm always
actually
there.
The one pulling you out of it is kind of what you get to. Is sometimes you like, look, it's your job to make me happy right now. Like, but but no, you can't do that, and it never really would work, to be honest with you. Because regardless of what she does, if you're not personally working on trying to be happy, if you're not personally trying to figure out things that you enjoy without your spouse, then no, we can chime in. But
so Yoli said, tell Charles to come get this out the house. He got to get out the house without me. Nadia said, my husband literally told me that he does not want to be my everything. That was a day. Listen.
Be your everything. Right. Okay, so hers is kind of the reverse.
It was the reverse.
Right,
it was the reverse.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's for anybody, though. Nobody wants to feel the pressure. I think early on, we kind of had that dynamic where it was flipped, where I felt like you...
I was clingy.
Correct. You wanted me to kind of like fix and make sure and do and...
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like... Or when you wasn't happy because we wasn't doing certain things. And it's like, well, if you want to do it, create it. It was always like I had to be the initiator somewhere in your mind. And I'm like, look, just because I'm not thinking about it, but you want to do something... then you can plan to do it too as well. Like, it don't always have to be on me.
So that was kind of like, in the earlier days, even some gender role stuff. Like, if I wanted a certain date or things like that. Not like household and actual things that he needed to do that I'm not going to do. But things that was like a date or whatever. He's like, listen, if you want to do it, this is a partnership. We in this together. I think the same thing applies in a business. That if there are things that you want to see unfold in your business, that's on you. You got to speak like we're grown adults. At this point, it has nothing to do with being a man or a woman. You need to advocate for yourself to get your needs met. That is no one else's job. So, period, point blank.
And be willing to put in the work on your own.
That's it.
To get the results you want. So
that's it. What's up, Dr. Sean Torrey? Congrats. Thanks for being here.
What's up, everybody?
So, right now, what matters more in a marriage? Peace or progress? You can't have one without the other. In the words of Love and Marriage. What was that show? You can't have one without the other. Love and Marriage.
Married with Children?
Yes.
That's what
maybe.
Sitcom? Whatever.
Gotta have both.
Peace
or progress.
I'm going to have to lean towards peace.
Okay.
I like the progress. But if progress is stirring up a lot of stress,
how far are you really gonna get?
And chaos, then are we really progressing? You know,
that's good.
Peace doesn't always mean, what do you call it? Like we're doing nothing, right? I'm trying to think of the word. Stagnant, right? Like, it's not that peace doesn't mean we just sitting and coming home and we just living the chill life per se, because that might work for one person in the relationship, but the other person in the relationship, that might be killing them inside because they do want more out of life and they want to explore. So I think peace among you and your partner is the most important, and that's going to be...
Peace will beget progress. I feel like if we're peaceful, that means we're in alignment. We're in agreement.
We can progress on a lot of things. We can accomplish more. We can do more when both of us are at peace with each other. Yeah. Because I'm feeling fulfilled. I'm finding enjoyment. I know she's feeling fulfilled and finding enjoyment. And if it's something that she wants to pursue that I necessarily don't want to pursue, but because we locked in, it's like, all right, cool. You know, this time let's do what you want to do. You know, let's focus on what's some things that you want to accomplish out of life, you know. Yeah. So I do think...
we have here, you can't progress if you don't have peace. I agree with that 100%. I think that is impossible. And I think when I've seen people try to achieve it, it ultimately kills their marriage. Yeah. If you're just trying to get ahead, then at that point, the marriage is no longer a priority. Correct. And therefore, it's likely going to dissolve if you continue on that. If you continue down that. So correct. That's just the truth.
Yeah, gotta have peace.
7 is our last question. Do couples avoid talking about power and control and hide behind love? Yes.
Do couples
avoid talking about power and control?
Avoid, absolutely.
And hide it behind love.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that.
Why you say that?
Because I feel like women are very manipulative. I'm just going to be honest.
What?
It's kind of in you guys' nature. Even from little girls, they learn how to manipulate their fathers.
I didn't think he was going to come out swinging.
Yeah. Well, no, it's okay. Just got to recognize what we have. Men, we got our faults and things that we got to deal with too as well. But... no, I'm only say that in regards to women understand when you have a man that loves you or a man that really care about you, sometimes you use that to be able to get certain things that you want, and when he's not doing that, right.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think nothing is necessarily wrong, because I think is long as the control is in a good manner.
Give an example of a good manner of somebody trying to control you through manipulation and hiding it behind love. That is insane.
Okay, I'll give you a good one. Us and going into business, right? Okay. I felt like when we first started the business, you really wasn't on board with even doing it. I said, let's give it a shot. We did it. It started progressing. You got more invested. I'm like, cool, this could be your thing. Then all of a sudden you like, well, I'm going in full time. Cool, go ahead. I'm still doing what I got going on. I'm going to help and support. But then you was like, no, you need to be doing this with me, and you need to be full time. And I'm like, okay, I hear you, but yeah, I'm not quite there yet. We need to make more money, whatever the case may be. Okay. And then you kept like, well, oh, wait, you supposed to love me, and we're a marriage, and we're a team, and God. And like I said, she threw God on me, y'all. But anyway, and she was supposed to. But
I was not lying.
But I don't know if she really knew this. But anyway, she kept using the fact that this was supposed to be a business we was doing together.
Did I lie?
This is supposed to be something.
The question is, did I lie?
I don't know. You still feel that way. I'm still out. It's still out.
Now he's still on the fence 5 years later.
But no, I felt that she was being manipulative at the beginning when you were saying that. Now, I'm just going to be honest. I felt like now you want to use like the fact that this was supposed to be a business for both of us. We were supposed to be couples doing this. And I'm like, but we are. That don't mean I have to be in it full time. Like, I didn't.
Jesus.
I didn't like that. I felt, so to me, but I say it's good because it ultimately did pan out the way it's supposed to. We did end up growing the business. We have been doing it for the last 3.5 years full time together. And I feel like it has connected us and bonded us even more in our marriage. And we have accomplished a lot of good things. So that's why I say it wasn't an ill intent. Like your purpose behind it wasn't for anything negative.
Yeah.
Or anything necessarily selfish. It was just you felt this way or strongly about something, and you kind of found different ways to make me feel bad for not feeling the same way.
Not make you feel bad.
Yeah, you know you was doing that to make me feel bad. Don't
I wanted to get my way. I didn't want you to feel bad.
There we go. I wanted to get my way.
Like, making you feel bad is so extreme, it's ridiculous. No. I do feel like couples talk about, avoid talking about power and control and hide behind love. I think that if I were to speak from the woman perspective.
Yeah, get your perspective. Yeah.
I think, and this is observation, this is not a reflection in our marriage because you're direct, you're really chill, say what it is type of person.
But sometimes I have used it before.
Well, you'll have to tell me when.
Okay.
It doesn't come off at the top of my head, but I do feel like there are men that try to play the role towards their women. That goes back to leaning on women for emotional support. Mm-hmm. And being controlling and trying to stop their woman from progressing and doing things for fear that they'll be shut out or left behind. And then it's like, well, our marriage. So I'm going to interchange the word love with marriage and say that they're trying to say it in the vein of the marriage, but at the same time, it's just your insecurity. You don't want me doing things because you ain't got nothing going on. Like, really, I feel like that's the person's insecurity. So for me,
now this is the same person that had like she ain't agree with anything I was about to say, but now she got a whole
I guess it's
example on why men insecure is being used.
You're trifling. As you broke it down, I think it just made a little more sense to me.
Yeah, it's just about being honest when you reflect.
Absolutely.
So so I would say for me, what I was talking about, where I've actually used that before, was when I felt like I wanted to try to like help myself get out of this. I don't know what you call it, like
a
slump that I was in. One of the ways that I was trying to get out of it was trying to stop her from doing certain things because I felt like this is what a man's supposed to do. So
wait, stop me from doing what?
Just like with like I don't know.
I need you to answer.
Maybe like you going out and hanging out with your friends and kind of not on the business side, but just enjoying yourself, just like, you know, going to girl brunches and constantly doing stuff. And I'm like, or when I want to do something, it's like, no, don't question me, just roll with me.
Yes.
Do what it is that, you know,
that
I'm
makes
telling you to do.
sense.
You know, and a lot of the times initially it was a feeling that I felt like I need to insert myself with a little bit of control. Like, I need to control this situation. I need to let her know.
But what was the fear of me going out? It was just because you were in your own slump?
That was it. I was just in my own slump.
Okay.
That's all.
And did you want me to do anything with you? Did you want me to, instead of being with friends, I should
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted you to, I don't know, feel like you wasn't having as much fun or something. I don't know.
Jesus.
It's kind of dumb when I think about it now.
I mean, no, but it is what it is. And I appreciate you sharing that. I never looked at it like that, though.
I know you didn't. I didn't initially, but I kind of knew where
I felt like you did not stop me. You would say that, and then you'd be like, go ahead and go, babe.
Correct.
No.
Yeah,
I did not just go.
No,
that's
you're
a
right.
lie. I'm like, that's mine.
No, that was only because I wasn't being truthful to what I was feeling. I was just using that.
Absolutely.
To be able to try to manipulate the situation.
Okay.
But of course, when you came back with, you know, well, why?
People manipulate.
And now I'm like, I don't even know why I'm telling you this, but whatever. I don't know why I'm telling you not to go out.
Damn. Either way, he ended up letting me go out, and it wasn't a big deal. So I appreciate that, babe.
Yeah.
Okay. Rapid fire questions. You
okay,
ready?
so we messed up last time on a rapid fire, so
we can't give no explanation.
Things.
We didn't know that.
We like to talk too much, but
yeah.
All
right, rapid fire. Peace or progress?
Peace.
Privacy or transparency? Transparency.
Oh my God. Privacy.
Really? Separate money or joint money?
Joint.
Hustle season or slow season? Hustle season.
Okay. Hustle season.
He wanted to say slow season. Protect the marriage or protect the man? Protect the marriage or protect the brand?
Protect
both.
The marriage.
Both.
Oh.
I say both.
Okay.
If you got to choose one, marriage. Stability or risk? Risk. Apologize fast or cool off first?
Cool off first.
Apologize fast.
Cool off first.
I want to explain it.
No, not explaining.
Build quietly or build loudly?
I like build quietly.
I like to build loudly. 'Cause I'm popping. One leader or shared leadership?
I believe in one leader.
Shared leadership. If the other person... Sorry. Comfort or ambition? Ambition. Not here for the comfortable life. Okay.
That it? That's 10?
That's 10.
That's all of them.
Okay, wait. People are saying loudly. One leader. Quietly. Cool off. Fast. That room turned out beautiful. Thank you. That
room turned out beautiful.
Y'all, thank y'all for kicking it with us. Thank y'all for getting through the technical difficulties with us today. But that's it for this week. We hope you enjoy Either Or Unfiltered. Again, we are signing out. It's your girl, Jazz.
And it's your boy, Charles. But if you have any questions or anything that you would like for us to discuss, send your questions to loveandmoneycouplepreneurs@gmail.com.
Or just DM us.
Or DM us on Love and Money
Follow us on the Love and Money Couplepreneur page, though.
Yes, Instagram, guys.
Yes, y'all have an amazing Wednesday, and we'll see y'all soon.
Alrighty.
Bye. Look at me in my
No, a little.
Casual.
She tried to match my fly today. I wanted to be in.
We don't do ordinary. Fact.